with that down, let's get into some stuff here, shall we? We're going to start with this. I ain't going to lie. You know what one movie that I'm still pretty excited to see this year is? Kraven. I don't care. I know. I know Madam Web was a bag of crap. I know Morbius was a bag of crap. I know I didn't like Venom 3. I like the other two Venoms. I didn't like Venom 3. But I have hope. As naive as it may be, I have hope in Kraven. Because you got Ricky Tikitaki leading the way. What's his name again?
Aaron Taylor
Johnson.
Ricky
Tikitaki. Who I love him in just about everything he does. Unlike Morbius and Madam Web, they actually have a solid director and a solid writer. So that gives me more hope. I like the previews they showed us at CinemaCon. But make no mistake about it, I might be the only person in the world who's kind of excited to see it. Because the projections for Kraven are horrible. They're saying it could make as low as like 20 million opening weekend. And a $100 million plus budget movie ain't good. Like, I'm not a mathematician, but I understand that that's bad. That's not good. So in response to this, you know, Sony's like, listen, we got to get people interested in this film. So they've done, which quite frankly, a number of films have done in the last couple of years. We'll get to that in a second. But Kraven, Sony today dropped the first 8 minutes of Kraven the Hunter online. They dropped it on YouTube as a big promo, and it's just exactly what it says. It's the first 8 minutes. You know what? I thought it was pretty good.
Wasn't bad.
The three of us sat down and watched it about 10 minutes ago.
I was not offended.
I was not offended.
Yeah.
That's the quote you put on the poster. I was not offended by this thing. So I sat down and I watched with the guys. And is it like the opening of X-Men 2 with Nightcrawler attacking the White House? No. Is it like Deadpool 3 with the big, what is that? Is it an NSYNC song? Is that what Bye 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 is? I don't know. I don't know the difference between any of those boy bands.
NSYNC, I believe.
Okay. But like, is it that? No, it's not. But it gives you a little bit of a taste of its tone, of the violence in it. Because if I didn't have on my bingo card today watching a thing where a guy literally takes the tooth from a saber-toothed tiger and jabs it graphically into the neck of another human being. I didn't have that on my, personal bingo list, but it happened. I thought it was pretty good. I'm not jumping up and down about it, but I thought it was all right. I thought it was pretty good. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Manscaped. You know that fresh from the barbershop feeling? Now you can get it anytime with Manscaped's brand new Chairman Pro package. So let's talk about the main star here, the Chairman Pro electric foil shaver. This shaver comes with 2 skin-safe blade heads. There's the 4-blade foil for that clean, close shave, and a stubble trimmer if you're keeping a bit of that rugged look. Guys, this thing has Flex Adjust technology, so it adapts to the contours of your face and neck, giving you a smooth shave without the irritation. And yes, it's waterproof, so you can use it right in the shower, no mess. They've also included Power Shave Gel, which makes every shave glide smoothly and the face shave smoother to keep your skin calm, hydrated, and free from razor bumps. So if you're ready to upgrade your grooming game, head over to manscaped.com and use my code CAMPEA to get 20% off plus free shipping. That's manscaped.com using the code CAMPEA. Your face deserves this level of care. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people thinking it makes them sound cool are jumping online and saying something that quite frankly is true. That, man, Sony must be desperate. Sony must be desperate if they're releasing some footage online. And let's call it what it is. Sony is desperate. They saw the projection numbers. They know nobody's planning, other than this idiot, nobody is planning on going to seeing Kraven the Hunter. They might get tricked into it, but not a lot of people are planning on going to see it. If the box office projections are to be believed, which is pretty low. But
how do you trick someone into going to a movie? You sit down and you're like, this is the Nosferatu, right? They're like, yeah.
I'd say, hey, Ray, advanced screening of Sonic 3. You want to come? Advanced screening, sure. That could get them out.
The problem with Kraven, I think and why they did that was because it's going to be thrown in the mix of all these big movies that are already out or coming out at the same time. It's going to get lost. I just think this is a way for them to say, hey, don't forget our film is coming up too.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing though that we can say that we've learned the last couple of years is that in the Christmas season, there's a lot of business to go around, right? That's why more and more big movies are getting released in the Christmas season.
And also, like in terms of whether this got me excited for the film, or whether it didn't change
At least
anything,
more interested in it.
It did its job,
right? So that's all they're going for, right? They're just trying to get people a little bit more interested in it. Now, again, in response to like everybody saying, wow, this is just a sign that Sony's desperate. Well, of course Sony's desperate. I mean, they saw the tracking numbers. They're desperate. But I just want to remind everybody, let's not pretend that releasing the first 5 minutes or releasing the first 10 minutes or releasing the first 7 minutes, like this is some brand new thing. This has become something that more and more I'm not going to say it's regular, but it does happen. It's happened a bunch.
I'm pretty sure one of the biggest movies in history, Avatar 2, did the same thing.
Yeah, that's right. I remember they advanced like a 5 minute something or other, and remember
the scene with
first
the whale.
Frozen.
Yeah,
right.
The first Frozen, they released before the movie ever came out the full 3.5 minute Let It Go music number. Remember that? They actually put that out and released it onto the world. So I mean, is Sony desperate? Yes. But is this some brand new thing that nobody else does? No, this is becoming kind of a more less rare part of movie marketing.
And I don't know if it was the Russian speaking, but didn't this kind of feel like it feels like a John Wick movie, like John Wick of the jungle.
It's like John Wick of the jungle. John Wick of the jungle.
No. For even though he didn't use any blasters in the scene.
I agree.
It felt like this guy could take on.
It was like
anybody.
John Wick with superpowers.
Or it also felt like, what were you saying? You said, Jonathan. You said
the opening scene had like some Indiana Jones-esque opening to it.
It had a little bit of an Indiana Jones
even
feel,
the way it kind of ended.
A little Mission Impossible feel. Maybe even a little bit of a Batman kind of movie beginning.
Right.
Whatever.
He seems like the.
I mean, again, like, look, do I have any indication whether this will be a good movie or not? No, I'm not saying that. But damn it, that's all I'm gonna have in my head now for the rest of the day. Baba Yaga.
Unfortunately, it might go down as Venom, like another Venom, where even if it's a good movie, it might not make. I mean, not like Venom, but it might be a good movie. Everyone.
Yeah, I hope so. But it ain't gonna make anywhere near like Venom.
No. It's
Venom
not.
3 is very quietly like gotten close
Kinda
to $450 million.
Yeah, if this thing makes 400, they're happy.
Oh, listen,
they're popping bottles.
I will be surprised.
Yeah.
Regardless of how good the movie is, I will be surprised if it makes 300 million.
Oh.
Yeah, seriously. Like I don't expect it to crack 300 million.
I think it surprises. It makes a little bit more than what people are projecting.
I don't know. People are projecting pretty low.
I know, but I mean, it makes a little bit more. You remember when Venom came out, we were surprised that it got that much money. Like, we're like, whoa. I knew the movie. I liked the movie, but I didn't think it was going to make that much.
Yeah.
I think it might do the same thing.
I mean, so we'll see. I mean, Luis in the live chat is asking, will it make more or less than Black Adam? Well, Black Adam made about 400. I don't think it's going to make 400. I'm not even sure it's going to hit 300 million.
The nice thing, though, is that the weekend it opens, it's only going up against Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim. Other than that, it's just some other, like, more independent, limited release
films. But don't
films.
forget, Wicked is still going to be in theaters.
Yeah.
Moana 2 is still going to be in theaters. I mean, Grant, they'll be on weeks 3 and 4 and 5 by that point. But
this is the longest movie of all the Spider-Verse films, like, right?
Which is still not that long. I mean, it's still not a terribly long movie, but I don't know. Listen, I don't care what everybody else says. I've got some belief in it. I mean, as bad as Kraven, or not as Kraven, as bad as Morbius and Madam Web were, that all stems from them literally hiring the 2 worst writers in the history of Hollywood. And not having great directors involved either. They got a pretty solid director. They got solid writers on this. I mean, Aaron Taylor Johnson isn't hurting for work. He can be picky about the roles he takes. So I ain't saying the movie's going to be good. I'm just saying I have some faith that it could be.
$1 billion movie, baby.
$1 billion coming down the pipe. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about Sony releasing the first 8 minutes. Listen, I think Ray is right. I think we may mock it saying Sony, this is a sign Sony's desperate, maybe, but I think it did its job. I think this is going to get a lot more people at least curious about seeing the movie. Enough to have a big opening weekend? Oh, hell no. But probably bigger than it would have had. I don't know. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.